All right, what's up, everyone? Got a video on Bitcoin right here. This is completely unscripted. What I'm doing here is just opening up the Bitcoin chart and then going through it to share whatever my thoughts are on Bitcoin. And I'm gonna try to keep it as simple as possible and as short as possible. I'm recording this on Thursday, and the video is gonna be uploaded on Friday, probably. All right, so obviously, as you guys know, Bitcoin has been dropping quite massively lately, and we have a move from the top, from the all-time highs down to the low here. We have 36.22% move to the downside. This is the biggest move to the downside that we've had since the beginning of this bull market. So obviously the question is the bull market over? What's happening here from a technical point of view? Again, technical point of view, I'm not gonna talk about the I'm not gonna talk about the fundamentals of the markets, because I have no idea. Well, actually, I do have some ideas, but I'm an expert at technical analysis, not fundamental analysis. I'm not really focusing too much on that. So what we can say here is that, first of all, I like when the market comes into the reload zone. Long-time followers of mine know all about the reload zone and why I like it. If we add the reload zone here from, let's say, that very low to that high, and we will not add the reload zone, but use the fib tool to add the reload zone, we see that the markets here came down and we bounced around the 50, did not come down to hit the 0.618 even, and then in this retrace right here, we came down and we bounced around the 0.618 into the reload zone. But on this current move that we have right here, where we have the fib from that low to this high, we see that we actually did come down below the reload zone right here. Let's remove that a little bit. But we look at the 3-day chart right here, and we see that the 3-day chart, what is that even? Let's look at the weekly first. So on the weekly, we never really dipped down below the reload, so we never had a weekly candle closing below this area. On the daily, we kind of dipped below, but then quickly reclaimed this area once again. But looking at it from a weekly perspective, I quite like this. And then if you look at Bitcoin from a technical perspective, we're still in an overall uptrend, right? We have higher highs and higher lows. We still have this bullish structure right here. The trend is very much alive. Yes, we have broken below the trend line we get from connecting that low and that low. We get that trend line, and we did break below that trend line here as well. Let's look at a few moving averages to see what we have in terms of moving average. We have the weekly 20, the weekly 50. Now, here's one thing that is a little bit worrisome when you're looking at the moving averages, because what they do have here then is on the weekly, we're kind of holding the 50 EMA on the weekly, we're holding the 50 EMA on the weekly as well, but here we completely broke down, and the retrace again is much deeper on this one right here. So there is, of course, the possibility of there being an overall shift in market structure, but if Bitcoin is going to go into bear market, then the stock market, equities, S&P 500, they're going to S&P 500 is going to go down into a bear market as well. So let's quickly look at the S&P 500 to see if we have any confirmation of a bear market on the S&P 400. Obviously, we do not have a confirmation of a bear market on the S&P 400. It's incredibly bullish. We have a weekly gap up here on the weekly. We have a very strong weekly candle here as well, and we reclaim that 6,700 level for S&P this week. And this, of course, looks incredibly bullish right here. And if we can break above this trend line, maybe reclaim this resistance area right here, and then perhaps form a higher low, we might have something like this, right? But if we get that structure, incredibly bullish, and that tells me that the overall market sentiment, the global markets, are not in an overall recession, and a bear market that usually happens when there's a massive shifts in global liquidity or central bank policies and things like that. While we do have some uncertainty around the Fed and the future trajectory of the current fiscal policy, technicals are still telling us very much that we are in a bull market. So if the S&P 400 starts recovering and truly excel the current trend that we have, I do not see any reason for Bitcoin not doing the same. I mean, Bitcoin's not going to be in a bear market when the overall global market is in a bull market. Like that's just not going to happen. It's a risk asset. People buy Bitcoin when it's about to when the conditions for risk on is apparent, and apparently that's what we're seeing right now if you look at global markets. Now, switching to the daily right here, we want to, usually what I want to see when we hit then, and of course we also have this horizontal level right here. This is a beautiful horizontal level. We've got kind of like a daily W, a break. It's an untested level. We're testing this now for the first time on this dip that we're seeing right here. So this is a beautiful retest of a long-term double bottom and W structure here. On the daily, we do have sort of an indecision candle right here. First thing we should note is the big wick on that candle right here, telling us that yes, there was a strong momentum move to the downside. The wick tells us that the throughout this session, buyers stepped in and took control. The next candle, indecision candle, tells us that the market is now kind of like in equilibrium. There's an even amount and even power from the buyers and the sellers at this level. That means that the sellers have stopped dominating the market and the buyers are stopping the downtrend and coming into the market. And then we have that strong bullish candle confirming that three candle pattern where you have the wick on one and then indecision and then a bullish candle breaking above the first one right there. And then the market has slowly but surely made its way back up and now reclaiming 90k. Looking at the 4 hour right here, we do have a perfect structure of like an uptrend right here, resistance, and then you're like breaking through right here. I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin coming down and retesting that 89,000 level before continuation to the upside. And if we do see continuation to the upside, let's assume that yes, we are in the bear market, but we are going to get a rally before the true bear market hits. Where might that level come in? A very good way of measuring that or trying to predict that potential level is adding the fib once again to the all-time high to the low of this move. I'm going to be extending that a little bit to the right, and then I'm just going to be selecting the reload zone, and I would be looking at the 0.618, which aligns quite nicely with this level as well. And a potential trade, if you're going to be trading this, well, potential trade might be something like this, right? Stops below the low, and then TP around this area around where you have the 0.618. That's a good 2.3 trade. I also know some long-term traders that have started accumulating Bitcoin here once again after selling around 100, and I would agree that yes, this looks like a really good level for long-term accumulation of Bitcoin if we are still in a bull market from a fundamental point of view, which I'm looking at price action, and yeah, it kind of looks like we are in a bull market still. We also have to be mindful of the trend line right here, the trend line that we broke here. For potential retest from the downside, we'd expect some type of resistance to come in there. All right, quick update on Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Do not hit the like, do not subscribe. Maybe if you want to, appreciate it, but you don't have to. Take care. See you in the next video.